Hello, my dear Aries. Welcome to my channel. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Welcome. February 2020. This is a mid-month reading, situationship reading for Aries, and the Great Mirror. The Great Mirror is a 9-card spread that I'm expanding to 27 cards plus 2, so it's 29 cards for an overall Great Mirror reading for Aries. And so we'll be pulling from 9 placements the energies of you, someone else, and the mirror between you. And I'll be working from 2 decks, a total of 29 cards from um, the Legitimate Tarot Cigana de Sorte deck from Portugal, as well as my new deck, which is the 1890 deck from France. And this is a deck that is through BP Grimmel. So it's a new deck. Consider yourself honored for one of the first readings. If you will, please relax and clear your mind. If anything flows through, let it flow through. Thank you. Alright, my dear Aries, this deck is ready. Bottom of the deck's energy is the Page of Pentacles, an offer of camaraderie, an offer of friendship. This is usually an apology or perhaps a small commitment, a small promise from a friend to a friend. This promise has to do with a type of truth, a truth that is quite elevated, and an energy of defensiveness. There's a reflection here that has to do with a small offer that may or may not be questioned. It's like walking through the TSA and being highly regulated at the airport. This is the energy that you are dealing with this person. Now, let's see. This deck has been pre-shuffled already, and it's ready. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have Attore. Okay, so this has to do with a falling out, a huge falling out that occurred between you and this person. Or perhaps this person's energy is dealing with a transformation, or your energy is dealing with a transformation that has to do with a type of ego death. Perhaps this offer or this apology, that is the overall energy for this read, as well as the need to defend against this, or perhaps to use reason over the heart or over the emotions. There is this feeling or this need, this inkling that has to do with the constitution of the ground, the apology for some sort of falling out from the past. Okay? Now, on the soul level, which is this bottom level, these 9 cards represent you, them, and with these 3 cards in between, there's the energy of the mirror. This is all the mirror column, this is all your column, and this is theirs. Okay? Now, on a soul level, on the conscious level, on your side, you're being perceived as the 6 of Swords energy. There's a type of departure that you have gone in order to find freedom from emotions, to no longer have to deal with emotions. The emotions that have emerged after or before this tower moment were too toxic for you to handle, so you've walked the path of peace to a place of silence. Okay? So silence is here, as well as intellectual or communicative departure on your end. You are no longer loyal to being you're no longer loyal to being sort of on a path of manipulation. There's something about you walking the path of truth through a type of silence, through a type of freedom, as well as you need to heal up for something here. There needs to be the energy of love that is being healed up, but there's also an element of impatience, or perhaps you trying to find loyalties in something um, that has to do with this emotional detachment. Okay. Um, this is on a soul level too, and when the swords show up on the soul level, it tends to indicate some sort of heavy processing, some overthinking, or perhaps trying to get over something using reason. So trying to reason with the soul urge or with the unconscious is very um, um, not recommended, but it's occurring anyways. So there is the suggestion that there is a connection here that is perhaps toxic for you, but you are trying to find the way of Zen, the path of peace here. Now on their end, they have justice. We have justice. So you could be dealing with a Libra or having to do with your seventh house, something like this. Seventh house is always about indications of relationships and stuff like that. So there is something about this person's energy that is deep and profound, also in needed balance as well as justice and fairness. Perhaps this is a karmic partner, perhaps you see them as a karmic partner, but there is a need for them to reassert some sort of balance in the equation. Perhaps there is a need to express emotions that have been held back and have become toxic because of such. Now there is this mutual thing where there is a need to either express or assert a type of energy that has to do with water, that has to do with the cup's energy, and it's hidden, it's very feminine. Um, yeah, and this person is trying to act in their higher good. They're trying to essentially bring about a sense of structure within this situation on a soul level. The urge also between you two is this rod's energy, the two of rods, trying to make a choice together in order to find harmony in the convergences or divergences of the pathwork that's occurring here. This person wants to offer an apology about being angry, most definitely. Or perhaps they want you to know that they still care, okay? This is a huge thing, and it's on a soul level, so it's like something that's driving them heavily, and they want to find balance with you. They have a good heart, whoever this is. It's just there's something that occurred that was an act of ego and was not actually an act of nurturing, and they want to balance this out, okay? Your loyalties may be to somewhere else, to somewhere new, but you deep down inside still have the urge to heal up with the situation. On the subconscious level here, which is all about these 9 cards here, basically this is the magical realm. This is what is on your side, on their side, and in the mirror between what is trying to be manifested. All of these energies is like something that you're trying to come into being. These are intentions. On your end, there is Dos Amantes, Os Amantes, the Lover's card here, and there's a need to make a choice in loves. Perhaps you have someone new and you're trying to balance out what is right for you. Perhaps there's like a number of choices that you have or options, which is a beautiful thing, but there's some sort of suppressed love here, and there's a truth that you know about this situation that is a tie with this person, and you're looking back to the situation with this person. This is an old energy. On their end, they have um, the 9 of Rods. Something about being wounded about a certain situation and a secret that is held about the end of a cycle here. Um, they can't tell you why they're hurt, but there's something that is hurting them, and they want to express this to you in order to have some sort of closure, okay? Perhaps they want reconciliation with you. It doesn't mean that they want to love you forever. There's something here about trying to make balance and the urge to heal up on a situation that was very hurtful on their end especially. They were really hurt by this situation. It's a secret, though. They haven't told you this. and perhaps they want to keep a secret, perhaps they want to play the victim. There's a very interesting complexion with this. Also, there is, between you two, we have the magician here, Il Bagato. It's the first card of the major arcana, and there is this element of not only magic. This is a very magical. What's happening here is both of you are manifesting. You're co-creating a very interesting dynamic in which you can live parallel realities together, and there is the possibility that Gemini here, with the Gemini as well as the magician here, El Bagato, there's a possibility that you're bringing about and manifesting each other in order to find a sense of home that is missing, as well as to express emotions, especially them to you. They are a source of emotions for you. That's what I'm seeing. Um, and they perhaps awaken in you an element of love, but this person is missing from you right now, and you're trying to manifest the connection again. Okay, very interesting. On the conscious level, there is the Two of Swords on your end, a choice that needs to be made that hasn't been made yet, that is very much on your mind, and it is mind bending and mind altering. There's something about this energy that has to do with a type of resurrection from the past. The option is yours, and an option for this person's energy to come back into your life. You may cut this out, or you may not, but there's something that is also trying to find balance in a way with this. We have the Libra energy here and here on both your ends. So there's a mirror, a diagonal mirror here that comes from the great unconscious to the conscious level. There's a poetry between you and this person. You seem to be very direct about your energies here, and there's something about nostalgia here that is looking back to the past, that is making you want to think about them again, okay? Which is very interesting because they are also on your mind and you're on theirs. And the way you see them is someone who's been really hurt heavily by what you said or what you did. Um, or what they have gone through in general. This is the Three of Swords, and there is generally a great deal of heartache with the Three of Swords, and it's very difficult for them to heal up. They haven't been able to make proper choices in terms of new paths, and haven't been able to move on in a certain way. Also, the key to their heart is locked away and lost. So there is something very tragic about consciously what is being represented here. Someone is extremely broken by this not only this connection, but also things of the past, and they're a very gentle person, whoever this is. So perhaps maybe you should give them a chance, I don't know. There also is this leaning, that has to do with strength. This person is a source of strength for you because they, through them, through the connection you have with them, you're able to curb your desires and control your desires, and also be strengthened by this. There also is a sense of desire and also a sense of temptation. You see them. You see them as a way to assert your strength in a good way, in a healthy way. They see you as someone who is very desirable. Okay, but at the same time there is this there's this dual aspect where it's like the energies are taken but also given, and the motivations of the way this exchange of strength occurs, where you're giving and then they are taking, or the there's something about it that that both takes away and gives at the same time. Okay, it's very esoteric, but that's what I see. There's an element of the exchange of energy here that has a lot to do with sword cycles, making a choice, and then the choice leading to a heartbreak, but then also someone coming into power because of it, being able to control the desires, and then making you very desirable in return. There was a falling out in the past with the tower, a need to transform energies that were on faulty foundations between you two. Perhaps you met at the wrong time. There's an element of wrong timing. An apology needs to be made, but it's not being celebrated because of a lot of defensive energy on both ends. And the apology is mutual. It's on both ends. You're both very sorry about what happened. Subconsciously, you want to recreate a connection with this person, with the lovers. They want to heal up or perhaps play the victim and get over this. Both of you are manifesting, especially on their end, an element that will open up the floodgates and sort of bring in a connection between you two again. There is a secret that they're holding back, that they want to close off some sort of cycle from the past, or with you, some sort of closing off and some sort of finality, a sense of an ending, something like this. There also is this memory that you are having of them in the past, and it's looking back. Also, on the unconscious level, there's a choice that needs to be made. It is mutual, and there's an apology that needs to be made about someone being very angry, and their soul's intent is to find a way out of this karma, to find balance and harmony within the situation, to express love that is not expressed, and to find a sense of stratification of their higher self. On your end, there is the element of surprise through victory, as well as through a type of victory that has to do with emotional detachment, not being able to play the role of a healer in a way. In a way, you're healing this person. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. All right, this is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. So thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. That resonated with you. Otherwise, I will see you in March, my dear Aries. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.